If someone says I love you, but you're not ready to say it back, how do you respond? Let's get something to eat. Source George Costanza. Actually it was his girlfriend Sienna. I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat. Edit girlfriend was Sienna, not Celia. I know. It was actually Sienna. You're dating a crayon. Jerry. According to my ex, you say you're not there yet, but I really like you and I want to see where this goes, and then completely disappear a week later. Let's see where this goes. Pat them on the head. I was first to say it. I prefaced it by saying you don't have to say anything back. He didn't. I got a head pat. I wasn't upset though. I would have been more upset if I hadn't told him how I felt. It took about 4 months before one night he said, I think I'm starting to feel that way too. We are reading the same book. You're just a couple chapters ahead. That's what my husband said to me years ago when I blurted out my love for him a couple months into dating. Guess he was right, though. That is such a lovely way to say I'm not there yet. I love myself too. This cracked me up cause I knew a girl who actually said that to this guy she was dating. Guy, I just wanted to tell you that I think I love you. Girl AWW. Thank you. I love me too. This is my response every time regardless of who I'm talking to, be it my mom, a friend saying it sarcastically, my girlfriend trying to salvage our relationship. They all get the same response. I once gave a thumbs up. I broke up with my first partner with a grin and a thumbs up. So you're still doing better than me. Jesus Christ. You can go the Eric Foreman route and hit them with I love cake. Didn't he also pioneer I love you, man? And a playful punch to the shoulder. I usually wake up when this gets said. Thank you. Here's your order and your 1.72 in change, sir. I love you, sir. This is a Wendy's. Erin, is that you? Oof. Flashback to when this happened and I accidentally pretended to fall out the car door to redirect the conversation. Nice save. Just say I love YouTube really fast, but then she'll say AWW. Wait, did you say I love YouTube? And you'll be like, I said I love YouTube. And she'll say, right. That's just I love YouTube really fast. And you'll be like, I love you. Sajiya Jumbo. I think it's a great precursor to today's manga, which doesn't get the attention or acclaim it generally deserves. And then you should start making reservations to Cheesecake Factory for 1 instead of 2 for the foreseeable future. I know one time I took 20 minutes and responded I love you too because I liked the person and was afraid the relationship would end if I didn't say it back, then added sorry it took me so long to respond, I was eating a Pop-Tart. Nice save. I love YouTube. This is perfect. Laughing my butt off. My now husband said you're racist as a joke for 4 years before he told me he loved me, and I married that jerk. Wow. I thought it took my so a long time. For him it was 2 years. It was like a fascinating mental block. I could tell it was really much more of a personal thing than something about me or us. So I hung in there. Just out of curiosity. Does he say it first ever now? I have noticed that, while Miso has no reservation saying it back, he rarely says it first. Yes. He says it just fine. At some point, the not saying it became a game, and he owned up to it being a dick move. He has no issue saying it now. See you in chemistry. Hug me, brother. And it's spherical. I can't blame you. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm well known in parts of Milwaukee. Scene 12, 48 PM. Edit Welp. My account has been permanently suspended for breaking the rules. Whatever that means. No substantive replies from the admins. despite multiple inquiries. And yet you Brampton's profile remains alive and well. That's Reddit for you. See you all on Rakwas. Did you just say? Scene 12, 48 PM. Whoops, a friend took my phone laughing. We're talking in person. Oh. Wipes forehead nervously. Don't touch my forehead. Sorry. Licks lips nervously. Please don't lick my lips. But, you said you love me. I do. But you can't just lick your mother's lips like that. That's a bad idea, really. And that's why I'm not looking for a relationship right now. Anyone interested in me has standards far too low. My current boyfriend and I ran into this problem. He was ready to say it after a couple weeks, and so he said, I think I love you. And I said, I'm not there yet. He asked if he could say it anyway, and I said yes. For weeks he would say I love you. And I would say MHM. Oof, I did this to a girl when I was younger, and I still feel shitty about it, laughing my butt off. I live this in the receiving end, and her joke was to say thank you. It was all I needed and was nice. Then one day after months she say I love you too, and I can still remember that feel. Was great, as I knew she really meant it. I know. Well, she might call you a stuck up, half-witted, scruffy looking nerf herder if you said that. Who's scruffy looking? First time I told my wife, she said that's really sweet. I was shocked. I walked away in shame. But she grabbed my arm and said I just ducked that up. What I meant was that I'm so in love with you it hurts. Still married 13 years later. Awesome sauce. That's what makes the sauce so awesome. I once said thank you. Edit for all the upvotes, thank you. This gave me a flashback to this one time when I went into a store to ask if they were hiring. And as I was leaving, the manager said it was nice to meet you, and I responded with thanks and immediately walked out the door. Instead of telling them it was nice to meet them as well. I was just super nervous. I was 17 and had never gone job hunting before. And the manager was super cute, so I didn't really register what he said until it was too late. Definitely didn't get that job, lol. I wouldn't stress. I used to manage a bookstore and got teens in applying all the time. Something like that would make me slip into the back room and laugh about it, not take a pass on someone. Nervous kids are kind of adorable, and it's usually because they are good people. Thank you. Usually the person telling me they love me is one of my students. It makes me feel weird. Edit, my most upvoted comment was an offhanded comment about something that makes me awkward every time I'm exposed to it. Thanks Reddit. Maybe they love you as a teacher. I hope. They're pretty evenly divided. I'm just a sub, so I bounce around. They either love me and make the day easy, or they hate me because I make them follow the school rules. But the more time I spend with them, the better they do with me. And the actual teacher like me because they know when I'm subbing I will do my best to get the kids to work on the assignments they assign. I told my boyfriend I'm not worried that he's not ready to say it back yet, because I know I'll see the day when he is. I want him to say it when it feels as natural as saying hello or goodbye, at the point when the words will tumble out of his mouth. When not saying it would feel wrong. I don't want to hear it if he's not 100% ready. I'm not worried, because every single one of his actions and every aspect of his personality radiates care, love and trust. He's already told me he loves me, even if I haven't heard the words. I'm completely confident that it's not an issue of insecurity or lack of love. It's just not time yet, and that's more than okay. Until then, I'll keep enjoying every ounce of time he and I spend together. So if you're not ready to say I love you yet, or your partner isn't, try not to let it detract from all the special moments between the two of you. Let those moments speak love, and the words will follow in their own time. Be confident and be patient. I'm not ready to say it back. Yep. This. I said I love you, she said. I'm not ready to say it back yet. And I don't want it to be just a response to you saying it. I went from how to that's cool in about 3 seconds. When she did say it, goosebumps. Because she meant it. When you meet someone that in touch with their feelings and confident enough to do that, you know it's real. So, I married her. Best move I ever made. I remember me asking, are you sure? Edit, since this comment got a bit of recognition, thanks for the award. If you are interested in the whole story and how everything turned out, just read through my comments here. Kind of a tough story with a plot twist and maybe a happy end. That's basically how my wife responded. After a few seconds she said it back though. Edit, LOL. This really blew up. What happened was I said it. Time stopped and she said, are you sure? And I said yes, then hugged her and she said it back. We joke about it now because after our first date I took some bad internet advice and didn't contact her between the first and second date, like 4 days. And she thought I didn't like her. I feel like that's something you guys should have discussed before getting married. A week after meeting my boyfriend when I was 18 and he was 21, he confessed he had fallen in love with me. I was not feeling that same way and I said, wow, I never expected you to have such strong feelings for me so fast, and that's okay. But I'm not feeling that way for you right now. He wasn't mad, maybe embarrassed, but we have been married for 10 years in October and together for 13. It is okay to not have the same feelings right when the other person does. Edit, age a year off. I was a week from graduating HS. I get to tell this story. I believe it was about a month into our relationship. It was the day before my birthday and we went to her father's house. He had recently passed, so she was cleaning the place up to sell. Anyway, that night, we ended up having sex. Yeah. I thought it a bit odd that we were ducking on her dad's bed, but we were young and a new couple, so I went with it. After things were said and done, we cuddled and talked about life. Then, there was silence and she looked me in the eyes. She said that I probably won't believe her, but she loves me. My response was real slick timing to say that after we duck. Didn't know I was that good. She laughed and I told her that I couldn't say it back, but that I cared about her a lot. 3 weeks later, I said it. Edit, this blew up. I'm half tempted to plug my Twitter as a reviewer. Instead, I'll just say thank you to everyone. I'll still try to answer everyone, but I wanted my gratitude to be seen. Are you still to the number? We stayed together for a year before things ended. Long story short, we both ducked up. I do believe that she was cheating near the end too. Reason I say this is because she had a boyfriend the next day. Circumstances were against us too. Her dad dying and the baby daddy being a dick was stressing her out. My own stupidity too. I had huge mental health issues and I was friends with an ex. She was petrified of that, despite the two of them meeting. When we fought, holy shit, we fought. Yet, when we loved each other, we loved each other. She's the one that got away. My current significant other and I recently dealt with this, and I thought she did it very well. I told her I loved her, and she said I know, all cocky. She's a fan of Star Wars, and I got the joke, so I laughed. Then she told me she's sorry she's not ready to say it back. That's honestly the best way. It stopped me from overthinking it, and it allowed us to have a conversation about it, and I could tell her I didn't ever want her to say I love you too in response. Just say it when, if she wants to say it. Then I told her I was jealous that, since I said it first, she got to now use a cool I know line whenever I said I love you. Anyway, it's a bit awkward, but it's a good conversation to have, so neither of you feels pressured or awkward when it comes up. For a while it became a nice in joke with the I know line, and that was fun. Now she says it back, so I get to throw out the I know sometimes too. Yay. It means so much to me that you said that, And I know you mean it. I know I will get to that point soon. And when I say I love you, I want you to know that I mean it. But I'm not there yet. I care about you deeply, and my love is growing. This happened to me. I was leaving her house, and she said bye handsome. I love you, and I said higher. Text you when I get home. Felt pretty bad. Finger guns. Obligatory edit. Thank you for the silver. Also thanks for making this comment quintuple my karma. Well, my girlfriend was so overwhelmed when I told her that it took her like 5 whole minutes to respond. I was just there shitting bricks thinking I messed up, but apparently she was just so happy I finally told her. But I don't leave them hanging. You're so sweet, and I really care about you. I like to save my I love you for a really special time, when I know I'm ready. Typing. My husband said I love you first, and I was so shocked I said thank you. LOL. A month later I said it back, but man I still feel bad. He looked so sad when I didn't say it back right away, but he was so patient with me. Just kiss him passionately. Everything will go smooth as duck. It means thanks, I like you too and all, and I'm just not into saying it right now. But hey, this is how much I appreciate you. Did work 100% of the time. Smile and hug the person for a while, then change the topic. A peace out sign, while backs away slowly.